China's megacity, Chengdu, has extended its COVID-19 lockdown for the second time, with no end in sight to restrictions. Authorities are struggling to curb a fast-spreading community outbreak. The city's more than 21 million residents have been under strict curbs for more than a week. This latest lockdown will keep some 16 million people confined to their homes. Mass testing will continue daily. Chengdu is the largest Chinese metropolis to be shut down since Shanghai's lockdown in April and May. And with infection numbers rising across the country, authorities have encouraged residents to stay put during next month's National Day holidays and to avoid travelling to prevent a further spread of the coronavirus. Well, let's get more now from Olivia Seong joining us from Beijing. Ollie, how are residents coping with this prolonged restrictions, especially since there appears to be no end in sight?
Yeah, that's right, Jill. You know, netizens online, on social media, as well as some Chengdu residents I've spoken to have expressed frustration at the situation. What bothers many of them is that there doesn't seem to be an end in sight. Since this lockdown began on September 1st, it was extended once on Sunday and then again late last night. Residents are saying that, this mass testing will continue every day, and even though authorities do hope to control the number of local transmissions or to eliminate any local infections in a week, while residents are saying that they are hopeful, they are also preparing for what is to come. Many say they are looking to what had happened in Shanghai with that 2-month-long lockdown. Many had been unprepared and didn't expect it to go on for that long, and so they are preparing. But it's not just about the daily life and living and being confined to their homes, but what people are also concerned about are their livelihoods. Have a listen.
反正还是挺不爽的，就是在家其实待太久了，大家都还是不是很开心吧。我们也听到，就是说上海也是刚开始挺松的，后来越来越紧。反正其实可能大家还是有点害怕吧。然后家里面其实囤的东西应该还是够吃个10天半个月吧。然后后的话那种什么吸取上海的教训啊，不敢不囤东西吧。
Now, the lockdown in Chengdu because of the latest COVID-19 outbreak is just one in a list of many challenges that Sichuan province has faced. If you recall, there was the extreme weather with that heat wave and then those power cuts, as well as more recently that earthquake, which has seen its death toll rise to 86 as of today. Health authorities are saying that 6.8 magnitude earthquake has added to the difficulties in controlling the spread of COVID-19, even though they did not elaborate on how this is so. But what we have seen online is anger. We have seen videos of residents not being allowed to leave their home, even as tremors were being felt that day. And so this has caused anger and many questions about China's zero COVID policy that it remains keen to hold on to.
And Ollie, it's not just Chengdu that authorities are concerned about. They've described the situation in other parts as grim as well.
That's right. At a news conference held today by health authorities, they are saying that they are concerned at the current wave of the virus because we have now seen that 29 out of 31 provincial level regions reporting locally transmitted cases right now. This also comes at an extremely sensitive time, especially ahead of that twice a decade Communist Party Congress that's to take place here in Beijing next month. And what's complicating the situation really is two holidays that are coming up. This weekend, we are seeing the Mid-Autumn Festival, and then at the start of October, the National Day holiday, which is a week-long holiday. Now, these are peak travel periods, and so authorities are saying that the risk of transmission is higher. And so we have seen more and more Chinese cities encouraging residents to stay put for this holiday period. Measures are also being stepped up. Those traveling by rail and air will have to produce a 48-hour PCR test. Here in Beijing, the capital is on high alert. I had been traveling recently for work, and when you head to airports or at be at the high-speed rail stations, you would see that there are dedicated lanes for those heading into Beijing where your health code is checked and you have to produce a negative PCR test result as well. And so things are extremely sensitive. People are on heightened alert. The capital especially having some of the strictest prevention measures as well. But the big question is, what is all this, at what cost all this comes at, with China maintaining its zero COVID policy? Some reports suggest that there are over 290 million people affected by some sort of lockdown or control measures, and that is taking a toll on people's livelihoods and China's already slowing economy.
Olivia Seong reporting live to us from Beijing. Thank you.